So here please subscribe my channel to get more videos on YouTube. So here electrochemistry 2, this is part 2. Previously we talked about the how the electrical energy converting into, see in the previously we discussed about the, there is a beaker, in that we took the electrolyte and we inserted two electrodes and we passed certain current with the battery. Then the electrolysis will takes place of the electrolysis takes place of the electrolyte. That means a cation and anion will be there, and they move towards the anode and cathode and deposited on their respective uh, respective electrodes. So in this chapter in this electrochemistry 2 or electrochemical cells, we will discuss how the chemical energy will be converting into electrical energy. That means in this electrochemical in this electrochemistry 2, we deal with the two beakers and connected with some, we can say, salt bridge. There is a salt bridge is present between the two beakers, and we immerse two electrodes here, and there we generate the sum of the electric potential here. So we will take this electrolytes into these two beakers, two different electrolytes we will take, and we generate the electricity, and we find out from here how much electricity or volts of current is generated in this cell. So in this cell, the cell in which the chemical energy is going to be converted into electrical energy. So electrical energy are called converted into, in the cell in which chemical energy is going to be converted into the electrical energy. Electrical energy are called electrochemical cells. So here the simple it is here chemical energy means we are taking the chemicals and we are converting into electrical energy. So due to how do we convert this electrical energy into chemical energy? Due to the spontaneous process. Spontaneous, that means water flows from high altitudes to low altitudes. So like that the spontaneous reactions takes place. In this spontaneous reaction takes place, that is electric current produced in these cells. That means here your like our iron bar is rusting takes place by the absorption of the oxygen, reaction with the oxygen, that is a spontaneous reaction. Like that in this also the cells undergoes the spontaneous reactions. Spontaneous reactions means we do not apply any external pressure, volume, temperature. We do not apply at the standard temperature and pressure. So STP conditions, the reactions occurs spontaneously and produce the electric current. Here electric current is generated from the cell. So this we call it as conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy. These cells are also called galvanic cells or voltaic cells. Why? Because here volt of current is generating from this, so we can say it is as galvanic cells and voltaic cells. In these cells, if you see, if you construction of this galvanic cell, so construction of galvanic cell. So construction of this galvanic cell, if you find out the galvanic cells, take the two beakers. So as I said previously, that take the two beakers, and there are two electrodes. This is a electrode and this is electrode. This is the electrode and this is the electrode. From this here the voltmeter we connected, then we find out the how much volts of power is generated from this cell. So this is we call it as salt bridge. So this is the bridge between the two beakers. So we can say it as a salt bridge. This is the bridge between the salt bridge between the two electrodes. So here what will happen, here is a in this beaker it took the 1 molar of zinc sulfate solution. How much I took? 1 molar of zinc sulfate, because we are dealing with the concentrations. So I took the 1 molar of zinc sulfate solution in this beaker, and here so solution we are taking, that's with 1 molar of zinc sulfate solution, and in this solution, in this I take some 1 molar of copper sulfate solution. So here copper sulfate solution. So the electrodes, if you see here, zinc is going to be lost the electrons and converted into zinc plus 2 ions. So it is a zinc electrode. Zinc is electrode is inserted into zinc sulfate solution. Here is the copper electrode inserted into copper this is a copper rod or copper electrode, we can say. So this is copper rod. So here what will happen, zinc undergoing to oxidation and copper undergoing reduction. So here loss of electrons will take place here, and loss of electrons will take place here. That means zinc going to be oxidation here, oxidation, and here it is reduction. So it is anode, here it is anode. So here it is anode, and here it is cathode. So this is anode and this is cathode. But here what will happen, so zinc is going to be converted into zinc 2 plus ions plus 2 electrons. So 2 electrons are passing here from here. So electron flow starts from here. So previously if I draw a battery, then this is plus sign, this is minus sign. Minus signs means there is a passage of electrons from the negative sign. So here also this is the electron passing from this side, so anode will be negative sign and cathode will be positive sign here. So this is the electron, that means this accepts the electron, undergoes a reduction here, and here is the undergoes oxidation. So if you write the two reaction at anode, reactions, so reaction, simple it is, reaction at anode. So what will happen at anode? Anode means obviously positive sign, sorry, here is the negative sign, but anode is oxidation. So anode is oxidation, that means zinc going to be zinc 2 plus 2 electrons. So zinc undergoing the zinc 2 plus 2 electrons. Next reaction at cathode, reaction at cathode. So what will happen at reaction at cathode? Copper plus 2 electrons. So here copper 2 plus 2 electrons is going to be copper. So here copper 2 plus is accepted electrons and going to be copper. So it is we call it as oxidation, and here it is reduction. So it is reduction. So net reactions, if you see final in net reaction, we see net reactions, 2 electrons will get cancelled. So zinc plus copper 2 plus gives rise to zinc 2 plus copper. So that means what is here, this is the oxidation and this is the reduction. So here it is oxidation and here it is reduction. So this is the spontaneous reaction. Sir, you told that it is a spontaneous reaction. From this reaction we can generate the electricity. So where is the electricity? How much current we, here question is how much current, how much current we generated from this spontaneous reaction generated, that is the question. So how much current is generated from these reactions, we will see very thoroughly in with these reactions. The reaction which produce electric current is, through this reaction, the reaction which is taking place only after the sending the electric current from external electric source is called non-spontaneous reactions. So here we talked about the spontaneous reactions. Non-spontaneous reactions are those reactions, the reaction which is taking place only after sending electric current means we are sending externally electric current from external source. So from external electric source. So thus is called non-spontaneous reactions. So non-spontaneous reaction, if in electrolytic cell, if you see, those are non-spontaneous reactions because there are two electrodes, we are passing electricity from outside and we are doing the reaction, so it is a non-spontaneous reaction. Here it is, we are generating current from spontaneous reaction. If you see here the salt bridge, there is a bridge between the two beakers. So here it is the salt bridge, we can say it is a salt bridge, the bridge between the two beakers, we can say it is as a salt bridge. So what is the role of the salt bridge, we will see here. So what is the role of the salt bridge? So if you see the salt bridge, it is a inverted U-shaped gas tube filled with the KCl solution. In this U-tube solution, inverted U-tube apparatus it is, and it is a tube filled with the paste of KCl or KNO3 or NH4NO3 mixed with the agar gum, that is gum. So this is the salt bridge. Due to the, what are the characteristics of this characteristics of this salt bridge, we will see here. So characteristics of the salt bridge: a high solubility, it has high solubility in the water, and second point is equal mobility of cation and anion. So equal mobility of cation and anion, and equal transport number of the cation and anion. So equal transport of, next, equal ionic conductance of cation and anion. So equal mobility of the cation and anion, and equal ionic conductance of the cation and anion. Next thing is equal transport number of the cation and anion. This is very important. Equal transport number of cation and anion. So this is the transport number, so that is the 0.5 transport number of the cation and anion. So use of this salt bridge, uses of this salt bridge. So uses will be it completes the circuit, it completes the circuit, and allows the passage of electric current, passage of electric current, and it maintains electric neutrality, in both the half cell, so that means if I have two half cells, so that is one half cell and then there is another half cell, it maintain the electric neutrality, means there is no cations or anions are higher or lower here. If here is the cations are higher, then immediately it maintain the anions are higher here, and it maintain the neutrality of the solutions. So this is the this is about the salt bridge. And if you see the Daniell cells, so Daniell cell also same cell, but it is replaced with the Daniell cell. If you see the Daniell cell, sometime you become confusion with the Daniell cell. So this is very easy. Both the galvanic cells and Daniell cells are equal only, but in the salt bridge is replaced with the some of the salt bridge is replaced with some porous material that we call it as Daniell cell. So Daniell cell, if a salt bridge is replaced with is in galvanic cell, is replaced by porous part, then that is called a Daniell cell. So that is called a Daniell cell. So Daniell cell, simple it is. So representation will be, if I represent Daniell cell, I can denote it with the single line. That is also easy, we can remember. So representation of the galvanic cell, representation of galvanic cell, and here is the representation of the Daniell cell. I can write it as DC. So DC and AC. Sometimes we can write as with the two lines. So if you see, if I have a two beakers, in this two beakers there is a salt bridge. Here it is salt bridge. So salt bridge, we know that what is the salt bridge, what is the characteristics of the salt bridge, and what are the uses of the salt bridge. And there is two electrodes. So this is the zinc electrode, and this is the copper rod, or you can say zinc rod and copper rod immersed here, zinc rod and copper rod. And in this I took the zinc sulfate solution. So how much I took? The 1 molar zinc sulfate solution I took. And here is the, if you see here, 1 molar of copper sulfate solution, we took a copper sulfate solution. And with this I connected these two rods with the voltmeter. Why voltmeters? There is a spontaneous electric reaction is electrochemical reaction is occurring, and it produces some current. So how so this side is negative sign and this side is positive side. This is anode and this is cathode. So this is anode and this is cathode. Simple it is already zinc is undergoing oxidation, electrons are removing, so electron passage from this side, that's why it is a negative sign, and this side it is a positive sign. So how can I represent the this cell? Every time we cannot draw the two beakers and salt bridge and this salt bridge and everything. So I represent I need to represent something with something. So first, left side A, B and C. This is the concept we can use. A means anode part we can write, and C means cathode part we write, and here B is the bridge. Which bridge it is? Salt bridge it is. So here is the zinc undergoing zinc. What reaction is happening here between the zinc and zinc sulfate? Reaction between the zinc and zinc sulfate, and there is a bridge. Am I right? So this is the bridge. I can represent with the two lines, and the C is the cathode. Which reaction is taking place? So copper sulfate is going to be copper. That means reduction is taking place. So copper is here, zinc is 0 oxidation state, to zinc is going to be +2 oxidation state. Copper here it is +2 oxidation state, is going to be 0 oxidation state. So representation of the salt bridge, representation of the galvanic cell is like this. So next, Daniell cell also we can represent like this only, but zinc sulfate, zinc with zinc sulfate, but I represent only one line between the two half cell reactions. So this is the copper zinc going to be zinc sulfate, and copper sulfate is going to be copper. So there is only one. This is, we call it as a porous spot of the porous spot. That means this is the porous spot. So in this we can say it is as a Daniell cell. So don't confuse between the Daniell cells and galvanic cells. So it is very simple one.